It gives me a 30-something thousand BP person. First game of the day.
In this Naruto Storm Connections online ranked fight, I'm going to show you how most of the fights that you have are literally fake. We're going to talk about it, and this one has lag, but what does that mean? It's a general blanket statement term. Now, there's a delay, like a 1 second delay, 2 second delay, all that kind of thing. There's your inputs being eaten up, right? There's also general frame rates being lost. So, like right there, it's tough. I actually counted that with Tagordi, and I forget the number, but it was something like 14 frames for the grab or something like that. And I had a certain buffer that I had to hit that grab. And with that grab, I basically always hit that grab all the time with this 10-10 setup. It's my main team, right? I use the support, I go in, and then I do the grab, and I always get it because I jail them with the 10-10 support. Now, in this situation, because there was so much frame rate loss and so much delay, it was just I couldn't time it properly. In fact, it's very possible that it was impossible to land that grab, especially with the timing I'm used to, right? So like here again, I got it, but then the bag messed it up and it basically made me lose the second grab. But the time in which I put that bag, the kunai bag out, and the time in which I dash in and I do my setup, nothing changes. I've done it thousands of times with this team, right? And I won't miss it. But the game is making me miss it. So it's a fake game. It's a false game. It is a false loss if I lose, right? Because the whole thing is not real. The game is just not real. And most people don't realize they're playing a game where you're basically playing Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections leg, right? Or Naruto Ultimate Ninja leg, right? That's basically what you're playing. And of course, sometimes the games are real, and of course, sometimes the games are competitive, and sometimes magically both people are not getting this weird lag thing going on, right? But in this particular situation, even though, and it happens a lot, right? And sometimes some days are worse than others, which makes me think of perhaps it's a server issue. Perhaps like this whole thing is fake. Like I should not even be in this. And I had so much health that if I look at the mistakes that happened before this, I would be winning by now. Like I just would have already won this round. Which really just frustrates me because I can't fight back. It's not that I don't mind losing or something. I don't mind giving someone else, credit. It has nothing to do with that. How can you give someone credit who gets a fake win? Look at this. My character dashed back, but I actually dashed forward, so I teleported behind him to support, which is my move, right? I teleport behind there so that the ninja tool can come and hit him, and I can teleport behind him and jail. But my character, it got misinputs, and the misinputs basically made me go backwards instead of forwards. That's not my mistake. I didn't do that. There's so many things I didn't do, and then here as well. I think at the end here, you'll see something where the whole thing is just fake and false. So how is this competitive? Watch, I substituted. I whiffed in the air. I substituted that. I go in with the Rasengan, and right here, I submashed. I submashed, and I actually got him. But somehow, I guess what I'm seeing is not really what's happening. And I have a good monitor, a very good monitor. It's not the monitor. So I don't know, guys. This is very weird, very peculiar, and very odd. So I'm not saying he's leg switching, but this is where that comes from, where people start saying that the other person is leg switching them. For all I know, maybe he could be. I'm not accusing him of it, but I'm saying it's a possibility because that's what it feels like. But I really don't think that's it. I think it's just the lack of stability of the game. Because when I play Overwatch 1 or 2 and I play My Hero Ultra Rumble, I can play people from especially My Hero Rumble, I can play people all over the world and there's no lag. In Overwatch, I actually can only play North America and there's no lag. Never. But outside of North America, it's like worse than Naruto. So, all netcodes are different. All online coding for games is different to me, it seems. That's what it looks like. So, very interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. Let's see what happens here. So will I be able to teleport? Yeah. So this time I couldn't teleport behind before, so I did a forward dash first, then teleported to make sure that I actually teleported. To make sure I did something safer because I wasn't giving me options before. I didn't have enough frame rates. Oh, sorry, I didn't have enough frames to do certain moves. And it basically brings my overall, if I'm a 10 out of 10 at my best, right? Like, even if I'm an average player, but I can give you my 100% effort, 10 out of 10 effort, right? In this kind of connection, it doesn't matter who you are, you're capped at like a 4 out of 10. You're capped at a 4 out of 10. You don't have access to 60% of your power. And it's exponential. It's not like it's just 60%. Like it's exponential with the stuff that you can and can't do with your reaction time. There's no reaction time in this game. If there's no reaction time, how can there be any kind of game or competitiveness? Like even that, I don't know. I don't think the sub probably should have came back. Like everything is just time is warped. It's messed up. The good news is after this I play about 4 or 5 guys and I have some amazing Minato gameplay to show you guys. People asked for it. And this is crazy. Here he just busted all his subs. Fine, I should have just let everything hit me. And I think the same thing kind of happened there. I don't know if it was just lack of patience, but it ended up working out for me. But his subs came back, but then he wasted it. I mean, and there he got me there too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. It just seems like a very basic thing. Luckily, I was able to connect there. I got the grab. Let's see what happens. I'm winning, right? I'm in line to win the game. I've already won the game if you take the counts of the miss inputs of the first fight, which is crazy, right? That's why I wanted to skill quit and just leave. Because, like, there's no point in playing this. Like, even if I win, I'm not having any fun. Like, zero fun. And the crazy thing is, if he wins, he thinks he actually beat me, which is so insane. It's insane that people actually think this. Like that too, I don't even know. I don't even recognize the player that I am here. There's like no skill. I just look like I'm a bad player, which is not the case. I just can't move my character. I can't react. I can't fight back. It's crazy. This Naruto game is just so fake most of the time. And let's see what happens here. Yeah, he baits me. The fact that he can counter me and I can't counter him shows me he's playing at a higher connection rate, right? That his leg is not as bad as mine. Because I haven't even been able to counter him once, and I'm really good at countering. I counter all the time. So it's kind of weird. I'm lucky I got that Rasengan, but watch this. This is nuts. Like right here, like I don't even know what happened there. And like here, same thing. Look at it. The game is literally slowing down now. Like that's kind of what a leg switch looks like, right? That's crazy, bro. I just can't get him. Once it got close like that, I just couldn't get this guy. And then that's the thing. It's like an instant guard break, but that happens. The instant guard break happens when and air combo whiffs happen and your defense opening up happening and inputs being eaten up happened when is a certain degree of lag, right? And that's what this was. So whatever, I just thought I'd show here, like upload this to show it as a learning tool, but the next fights are going to be crazy because I'm going to actually have a better connection and the chains will be off and I can actually show you some really good gameplay. So it's not that this guy is good, it's just I can't fight back and the game really is it's a horrible, horrible online experience.